Hey everyone, it's Marcia. I am back again with another scrapbook YouTube process video for My Creative Scrapbook. Today I am using one of the cut files that is included in your kit subscription. This is Loving This Life, and this was created by Pear Tree Cut Files. She is based in the United Kingdom, but you can still purchase cut files from her separately on her website. No problems with the money conversion doing that. I had this idea of creating an ombre title going from a light pink to the dark brown that would coordinate with the letters I cut out for this title. So when I cut this title out, I did it a little bit differently. Normally I leave it as is and cut it, and then I fill the back with the pattern paper. This time I separated the letters from the cut file right away. I pulled the inside letters out, and then I cut the outline with white, and then I cut the inside letters out with my pattern paper. So just gives it a little bit different look, and because I wanted to create the ombre coloring in my title, this allowed me to have more of a sturdy backing to work with as I was doing my blending. I used 4 different distress inks. I used Tattered Rose, which was a distress ink. The rest were Distress Oxide inks, Worn Lipstick. There was an Abandoned Coral, and the last one too was a regular Distress ink Vintage Photo. And just using a blending tool, I just applied ink over it and then added my pattern paper letters over the top. So the photos I am scrapbooking today are of my daughter and her boyfriend when they took a trip to Montana to see one of my daughter's friends. She has a ranch up in Billings, Montana. My daughter's boyfriend is more of a city guy. He's never been on a horse before, never been to Montana before, and it was fun that he actually got on a horse and went horseback riding with them. So of course I had to document this, and the main kit for My Creative Scrapbook was perfect for this because of all of the farm animals in this kit. It had horses as of this horse pattern paper, and sheep and pigs, geese. It's just perfect if you are living that farm life, or even on vacation doing that temporarily. I had this idea for this layout of putting my title on the bottom, grounded with some pattern paper, and putting the photo at the top, also grounded with pattern paper, and then embellishing over that. I am actually scrap lifting a layout from Marianne Maldonado, which she did for Simple Stories a few years ago that I really loved. She used cats on hers, so if you want to look up her layout, you could probably find it on Pinterest or Instagram and have a look at her version. It was super cute with cats and a whole bunch of cat ephemera on the bottom then. So I am just going to town organizing some of the die cut ephemera pieces above my photo, along with some tags. And this was pretty easy to do. It had a horse ephemera that I had to get in there, and it has horse tags, and I wanted to use this Happiness Is This that I had cut out from the pattern paper. I put foam tape behind my photo to give it some added dimension, along with a Ace of Craft foam here to give it a little bit of added support. Once I'm happy with all the layering I'm doing at the top of my layout, I'm going to work on the bottom part by the title. So I layered the title over a couple different note cards from the ephemera pack and this little Polaroid frame, which I thought would be cute to frame some of the farm animals. And then I'm going to start layering the farm animals on the bottom. My Creative Scrapbook actually has 4 different kits that they put together every month, so there is something for every kind of scrapbooker that you are. I am playing around with the main kit, which this kit has the Maggie Holmes Market Square collection. The creative kit this month had some Pebbles Kid at Heart collection. The limited edition kit, just gorgeous, had some Prima Marketing ink collection, and the album kit this month had the beautiful Simple Stories Vintage Cottage Fields collection. They were all gorgeous. All of the designer samples that were created gorgeous. You need to go check them all out. I wanted the bottom of my layout to have some dimension as well, so I put some foam tape underneath my title. This was a little tricky with the fine detail that is in this. I think I managed to do it okay. I also am using some chipboard here, so that gives it a little bit more dimension too. The chipboard pig was adorable. I just had to use him. He's the first thing I reached for. You see me putting the dot to my eye on here. I don't know about you, but me, I am always losing the little tiny things like the dot to this eye. I thought I was being so careful with this so that I wouldn't lose it. And then all of a sudden I couldn't find it. I had no idea where it was. Thankfully, I found it again when I was layering the animals on here, and I was able to get it stuck down on here before I lost it again. Here I wanted to make sure I got the horses on here, so I'm using both the die cut ephemera horse and the chipboard horse on here. And you can see that, even though the die cut ephemera horse is a little bit on top of my title, that's okay. And I just made sure not to have any adhesive there. I went back and I put some foam tape underneath the happiness as this as well, because I wanted more dimension at the top. I didn't use any chipboard at the top so far, just pattern paper and die cut ephemera. So I went back and I found the camera die cut ephemera piece, and because I put it half on the photo, half off, I'm adding some foam tape behind it for support. And then I grabbed a heart there. Just felt I had to include a heart with that title, Loving This Life. I am also putting some twine in my tags. So I'm using Sahim twine, very thin, very easy to work with, and just putting it through the holes in my tags. So I have a lot of tags on here. So to switch things up a bit, I also thought I should add some twine at the bottom. And so I'm going to grab my Bow Easy and tie a bow. So I love using bows on my layout, and with this tool it is so easy to tie a really pretty bow. I almost always do a double bow, and so you wrap the twine around this tool for whatever size bow you want, wrap it around twice, you come up from the bottom, go back down, around and up from the bottom again, and then you slip your twine through that hole to make a knot. It's super easy. I got this at a stamping store ages ago, but this tool is still available on Amazon if you are interested in purchasing it. Well worth the few bucks to buy it, in my opinion. I still felt like I needed a little bit more dimension at the top of my layout, So I added this bumblebee at the top. I made sure to glue my chipboard down with my quick drying glue. I've had instances where the chipboard adhesive has not been the best, and it sometimes has come off on me. So if I use my quick dry glue as well, I don't have any issues with my chipboard falling off. So then one of the last things I wanted to do was to add a few enamel dots on here to give it a little bit more color and a little bit more added interest. And that's my layout. Thank you so much for stopping by. Bye-bye now. Go check out all the kits at My Creative Scrapbook. They're fabulous.